My parents drained my college fund to buy my pregnant sister a house. Then she disappeared with her husband, leaving her toddler on the doorstep. And that's when the real reckoning began 2 years ago. I opened the email I had been dreaming about for years. Acceptance to my top choice university, paired with a full ride scholarship. It felt like every late shift, every skipped hangout, every dollar I'd scraped together had finally paid off. I'd been working part-time since I was 16, socking away everything I earned into what I thought was my future safety net. Because I was still a minor and didn't have my own account yet, the money went straight into my mother's bank account every payday. I never doubted for a second that when the time came, she'd hand it back. It was mine, earned with my own hands, meant for my education. Then, one evening shortly after the scholarship news, my parents called me into the living room for a family discussion. Their tone was light, almost celebratory, as they explained that since my tuition was now covered, I clearly didn't need the several $1,000s I had saved. That money, they said, would be put to better use helping my older sister, Caroline, start her new chapter as a mother. My stomach dropped. I remember staring at them, waiting for the punchline that never came. Let me paint you a picture of Caroline. 3 years older than me, but treated like the eternal baby of the family. While I was constantly lectured about responsibility, grades, and earning my keep, Caroline floated through life on a cloud of parental excuses. Rules bent for her the way metal bends in a crash, permanently and without resistance. When she was 14, she bullied younger girls so relentlessly that the school demanded a meeting. Multiple witnesses, complaints in writing, the works. Caroline cried the moment we walked into the principal's office, and my mother immediately transformed into a lioness protecting her cub. She accused the victims of lying, insisted her daughter was being targeted because she was pretty and popular, and threatened legal action until Caroline walked away with a slap-on-the-wrist suspension and 0 real consequences. At 16, she got expelled, this time for smoking on school grounds and trying to sell weed to underclassmen. Undeniable evidence, security footage, the whole disaster. Instead of letting her face the fallout, my parents whisked her off to an elite boarding school 3 states away and told extended family it was because they wanted to give their brilliant firstborn the absolute best opportunities. Translation. They paid obscene tuition to hide the truth and preserve the illusion that Caroline was a princess, not a train wreck. You'd think almost ruining her future would have been a wake-up call. It wasn't. Within months of arriving at the new school, Caroline vanished in the middle of the night, leaving a melodramatic note about running off with her boyfriend, Nick. My parents lost their minds for 4 days until police found her shacked up at a friend's house. Did they drag her home and ground her for life? Of course not. After hours of pleading, they struck a deal. Finish high school, and they would bless the marriage and financially support the couple afterward. I wish I were exaggerating. The day she turned 18, she married Nick. My parents found them an apartment, paid the rent every month, covered utilities, groceries, everything, because neither of them could hold a job for more than a few weeks. Meanwhile, I was reminded daily that if I wanted spending money, I needed to work for it. So when they sat me down and cheerfully announced they were taking my college savings, the money I had earned flipping burgers and tutoring freshmen, to buy Caroline and Nick a whole apartment because she was now pregnant, something inside me quietly shattered. My achievements, straight A's, scholarship, acceptance letter, earned polite claps. Caroline's unplanned pregnancy at barely 19, few tears of joy and a multi-$100,000 property purchase. I begged, I yelled, I cried. They smiled beatifically and told me I should be happy to help family, especially now that I didn't need the money anyway. I stopped fighting. Instead, I went silent, counted the days until move-in day, and left without looking back. My friends helped me carry boxes. My father didn't even come downstairs to say goodbye. This shorts can't handle this full story. Click the link in the description. See full story. You need to watch this.